Hello, hello, hello to all the people who do not know who this is. This is the boy known as Mr. What If here, helping out a friend and doing a very good collab with this very good What If friend of mine. Alright, so I'm going to be doing a collab with him, and yeah. So, we're going to do What If Deku was like Johnny Cage collab. So, let's get into this video. Alright, so Deku is gonna be born. I'm gonna say he's not gonna be like, I'm not gonna say, the Mortal Kombat universe is gonna cross over to the original universe. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. You know what? We're gonna have that. We're gonna say that the Mortal Kombat universe did cross over with the My Hero Academia universe. Alright? So, yeah. So, how this is gonna play out is that Deku is gonna have a totally different mom. So, instead of his mom being, Inko, his mom is gonna be Cassie Cage. So, Deku's name is gonna be Izuku Cage. Type in the comments below, do you want Izuku Cage or Deku Cage? Because I like saying Deku Cage better. So yeah. So Deku's gonna grow up basically, and Deku's gonna have the best of both worlds. He's gonna have the military training, and plus his grandfather, aka Johnny Cage, is gonna try to encourage him to be like, oh, instead of just being in the military life, but you can also have your own life, like how I was in my younger days, I was a movie star. And then this is when Deku would actually see watch a few old movies played by Johnny Cage. And Deku's favorite one that Johnny Cage has ever played in was Trapped in a Cage. Was literally called Trapped in a Cage. And don't ask me where did I come up with this corny movie name, because that is literally, if you have ever played one of the Mortal Kombat video games, if you played the Mortal Kombat video game before Mortal Kombat 11 or X came out, before Mortal Kombat X came out, then you know what I mean. Because he actually told us like the few movies he's played in, that his character has played in. So, yeah. So, that's like Deku's favorite movie from his grandfather Johnny Cage, Trapped in the Cage. So yeah. I guess that Trapped in the Cage that he said that he was in was like Mad Max. So yeah. Deku, that's gonna be like his favorite movie from his grandfather, and he loves how his grandfather would fight in a movie, and then he would say, when him and his grandfather would watch an old movie together, he would ask him, is that like a special effect? Oh, is that a special effect? Is that a stunt double? And then Johnny Cage would say, no, that's just me doing what I do best back in my day when I was that fast. And I'm going to be using the Johnny Cage that got his leg injured. So, yeah. So, Johnny Cage has like kind of a messed up leg. So, yeah. He can still walk and all of that. It's just that he can't be on his feet for a long period of time. And Johnny Cage magical power that we seen him use with that little green energy thing is starting to fade away a little bit. And it's not fading away to the point where it becomes nothing. It's like leaving Johnny, like the power is kind of leaving Johnny Cage going into Deku. So I say when Deku's 5 years old, him and the Cage family, which is Johnny Cage, Sonya Blade or Sonya Cage, whatever you want to say, and Cassie Cage. And I'm going to say that Deku's father was a military man that died during a mission. So yeah. So Deku, when he's 5 years old, him and the Cage family go to the go to the court doctor. I'm gonna say they know what quirks are because if you have ever played Mortal Kombat, the new one that just now, thank to God, has Spawn in it, then you know what I'm talking about when Raiden and what's his name fused together. So yeah. So I'm gonna say that due to them fusing together actually messed up like worlds and timelines. Actually messed up a few of the worlds and timelines and altered them. So this is gonna be like an alternate version of a timeline. So yeah. So quirks are still a thing. Sorry if you hear in the backgrounds of the birds chirping and all of that. I'm outside enjoying this beautiful sun. So yeah. Deku is based. So Deku, when he's 5, he goes to the court doctor. It's a totally different doctor. He goes to a court doctor, and the the court doctors announce Deku. I don't know if we should make the green magical power that Deku's gonna have a quirk. You know what? This is actually a green ancient magical power, and quirks are well not originated from magic, but you know what? Since this is an ultra timeline and it's kind of weird, I'm gonna say kids can either be born quirkless, with a quirk, without a quirk, or born with the magical capabilities, magical fighting style capabilities. So Deku is gonna be one of the. So the majority rules in this universe is 50% of people with quirks, um, 30% people with magical combat capabilities like magic and all that. And then the 20% is regular human beings, quirkless people, powerless people. So yeah, that's going to be the world's population. 50% quirks, 30% magical capabilities, and 20% quirkless. So Deku's going to be in that 30% with magical capabilities. And when Deku hears that he doesn't get a quirk, but he does have magical capabilities to learn magic, this is when his grandmother Sonia would try to get him to train even more. And then Johnny would try to encourage Deku to use his full power while Sonia and Cassie would try to stay on Deku's physical training. But since Deku kind of likes his grandfather more than his grandmother and mother, sad to say, but and if you're wondering, Deku does look up to All Might in this. He does look up to All Might. He does. Um, when they leave the court doctor, they'll see like paparazzi out everywhere, and some of the military people trying to like help them go to the limo. And then this is when the paparazzi would be like, "Oh, so what is the grandson of the famous movie star Johnny Cage, retiree Johnny Cage, grandson have? Yeah, what type of quirk does he have? Or does he have a magical ability? Is he quirkless and powerless?" And then they just say, "Oh, he has magical capabilities just like his grandfather." And then the press would say, "Is he gonna have the same magical capabilities as you? If so, is he gonna become a movie star or is he gonna be part of the military?" And then this is when Deku says, Deku's gonna grab one of the mics and say that he wants to become a hero, but he also wants to be just like his grandfather, a movie star. So, yeah. So, everybody is in shock that even though Deku wants to be a hero, he wants to be a movie star just like his grandfather. And this makes Johnny Cage happy, and Sonia was like, "Oh, I was expecting this." And then Cassie, she would be upset that her son wants to be a movie star, but being somewhat happy that he wants to at least be a hero. But, yeah. And I'm gonna say a few years go by. Deku is. I'm gonna say we're gonna jump all the way to the start of the anime. Except the start of the anime is gonna be completely different. Deku is gonna literally. He's literally gonna be. His hair is gonna be shorter. It's gonna be better shape, but it's gonna be like a little bit of a darker. It's gonna be a lighter green. So even though his hair color is green, it's gonna be a little bit lighter due to the magical capabilities. And I would say that Deku's eyes always glow green because he's been working on how to control his magical capability. And Deku is at the dojo that he goes to train his martial arts. And Deku, if you guys are curious to know what Deku's wearing, he's wearing he's wearing a black he's wearing a black t-shirt with he's wearing a black long sleeve t-shirt with white sweatpants and I'll say some black Timberland boots. So he's wearing black long sleeve, white sweatpants, and black Timberland boots, and he's just just working out in the dojo, just doing punching the punching bag, kicking it, just training. And then this is when Deku's phone would say, "All right, time to go. It's time to go see the paparazzi." So he grabs he grabs his green, silky green jacket that says Cage on the back. That says literally Cage on the back of it. And then he pulls out his sunglasses and puts them on and says, "Oh yeah." And then he walks outside and then the paparazzi are like wanting his art, like want to talk to him, want him to answer some questions. The fangirls are trying to get his autographs and all of that. And Deku signs a few autographs, takes a few pictures. Because Deku is a young movie star actor. Like, he is a real, like, Deku's a big deal in the United States and Japan, Tokyo. He's done movies in America, Japan, Atlanta. He's basically known all over the world. And sadly, and other universes, and other worlds. And I'll get to that other world part in a sec. But yeah, Deku is just, walking around with the paparazzi, got a group of girls following him. He's enjoying himself, he's doing a nice jog, you know, just waving, just chilling, just flexing his fame and his glory. And then Deku, Deku jogs all the way home, which is a big mansion. Like, this is a big freaking mansion that Deku lives in for his age. And Deku walks in, he takes off his silky green jacket, takes off his clothes, go take a shower, and then he's just chilling. Deku's just chilling. And then Deku turns on the TV, it goes to a last night scene of Deku on TV talking to the people about his 5 Grammy awards he's got and his top selling movie, which is known as the master of which is known as his top movie, known as the dragon's cage, the cage of the green dragon. And yeah, Deku's just chilling. Sorry if I make alright, so we got a little bit of time left. So yeah, so Deku, as he's enjoying himself, he gets a phone call from his mom saying, "Where is he?" He texts her saying, "Oh, I'm at my house chilling, watching TV." And then she says, "Shouldn't you be training for that hero school that you said you wanted to go to?" And then Deku says, "Yeah." Sorry about that. Deku says, "Yeah, I know. But I just got back from the gym." Then she said, "Oh, I know. I saw you on TV flirting with girls. Didn't I say keep your mind on those books?" And then Deku would say, yeah, ma, but, I'm a young movie star actor. I have to, flex a little sometimes. And then Cassie would say, you remind me of my dad. And then Deku would say, well, that is my only male figure. And then she would say, we're not even going to talk about this topic. You already know what happened to your dad. And then, I'm going to say Deku doesn't really know what happened to his dad. I'm sorry if I said he did. Deku was told that his dad died in a car accident. But he actually died on a mission saving his mom's life. So yeah, Deku is Deku was like to his mom, until you tell me the real way and the real reason why my dad died, you can stop lying to me. And then he would just hang up the phone, and the phone would just start to go off of her texting him, and he's not gonna pick it up. And then yeah, I'm gonna say that Deku trains the same way. I'm gonna say that Deku does train the same way. He does. He does train the same way. Well, not the same way like in canon. He trains, of course, but he's not training to anything special. Sorry about that in the background. He's not training to anything special. He's just doing normal stuff. And I know what you guys are wondering. When is he gonna meet All Might or something like that? Don't worry, Deku will meet All Might. It's just that he won't meet All Might at this time. Alright, so soon as All Might, he'll meet All Might, it depends. It depends on what, he says in the next part, because remember, this is a collab. So whatever he says in the next part, that's when he's gonna meet All Might. I'm not sure. But Deku will meet All Might, and he might possibly get one for all. So Deku is training for the 10 months. And I'll say when the 10 months is over, Deku gets to the, sorry about that. Deku gets to the UA entry, he gets to the gates. And then as he's walking in, the paparazzi are wondering and trying to ask him questions on how he thinks he's gonna do, getting into the top hero school in the world. This is when the girls and guys would be like the other kids would be like, wait a minute, is that Cage? And some of the guys would try to talk to him. Some of the girls, including Uraraka, would try to get his autograph. And then, as Deku's walking to the gates, he sees a black-haired girl. He sees a black-haired girl getting out of a limo, and she's just walking as well, by standing next to two bodyguards, just walking. Then Deku sees this, and he lifts up his glasses and starts to stare at her. And then he would walk over, but one of the bodyguards would try to get in the way of Deku, saying, "Who do you think you are?" And then he says, "Who do I think I am? I'm Cage." And then this is when the black-haired girl would say, "Oh, wait a minute, no way, you're really attending this school?" And then he says, "Yeah, you too?" And then she would say, "Yes." And then the bodyguard would say, "Enough, you have to get to your designated area, Miss Yaoyorozu." And then Deku says, "Yaoyorozu? You mean like the Yaoyorozu Foundation?" And then she would say, "Yeah, that's my father's job and business and all that." And then he would say, "No kidding." And then Deku would say, "Well, I hope I see you in there." And then when Deku gets there, Deku is just looking around for her. He's trying to look if he can spot her or anything. But he can't. And I know what you're gonna think. And Deku on the written exam, he doesn't do too bad. He gets 4th on the written exam. Because Johnny Cage wasn't all that smart, but he was smart. But Johnny Cage wasn't all that smart now. So he gets 4th place in the written exam. for the writing portion. So when Deku gets down to the when Deku gets down to the physical part of it, he starts to look around for the black-haired girl again, but he can't spot her anywhere. And then this is when a blue-haired boy would walk up to him and say, why are you looking so stunned like you don't know what's about to happen? And then Deku would say, know what's about to happen, please. Whatever's gonna happen, it's not gonna faze me. And then Ida would say, you sound cocky. You sound like you're a type of cocky guy. And then Deku says, of course I'm cocky. I'm the cocky cage. And then then the blue-headed boy would say, I know who you are, but that doesn't change the fact on how you're trying to, get all these people to be blinded by your popularity about them doing well on this portion of the exam. And then Deku's like, chill, bro, man. I'm not trying to hurt nobody. I'm just here like everybody else, trying to get into the top hero school. And then the blue-headed boy. Sorry if you keep saying Ida. I don't want to say Ida. I want to say blue-headed boy, because they don't know who they are yet. Well, Deku doesn't know who Ida is, but yeah, blue-haired boy is like, oh, even though you might be popular, that doesn't mean that you can just use this school as a ticket to more popularity. And then Deku would say, you really think I'm coming here just to be popular? Being the #1 hero is something that is going to be hard for me to do. Being famous is easy. Being the #1 hero, I'm seeing if that can be challenging. And if it is, then I'm the cockiest person there is. And then Ida would say clearly. And then Deku tells himself in his head, if this boy says another thing to me, I'm gonna kick him upside the head. And then this is when President Mike would say, 1, 2, 3, go. And then Deku says in his head, lucky, I was about to roundhouse kick this boy into the next part. And then Deku would run, and then this is when everybody would run, and Deku would run past everybody, including Ida. And then Deku would pull out one of his Grammy Awards for Best Young Actor, for the world's Best Young Actor, and he would pull that out, and then he would start throwing it around at the robot, using it as a projectile. And Deku is just using pure physical strength to take down the robots, and he's talking about, oh, this is too easy. Come on now. Ain't there some bigger, badder robots that they mentioned? And then this keeps going on for a while until the zero-pointer robot comes out and everybody is running away, and Deku sees the zero-pointer robot and he's like, wow, that's a big one. But I don't want to mess up my clothing on taking. But, I don't really want to get involved with that big guy. I know I'm powerful and cool, but I'm more cool than I am powerful, so. And then Deku would try to run off, but he would hear a girl screaming help. And this is when Deku would be like, sorry about that. Deku would see the girl screaming out for help. And Deku would take off his glasses. And then he would run over to the girl, putting his glasses onto Uraraka. And then lifting up the rubble, getting Uraraka out of there. And then he would run a good enough distance to where he thinks, because he ain't all that smart, to where he thinks that, oh, it'll be a good place, that you won't get destroyed by the robot. And then this is when Deku would do the same thing in canon, when he would literally run, jump up into, he would use the green magical energy which of course light up his green eyes, which is always light up. And then he would get surrounded in the green mystical like magic. And then Uraraka says he doesn't have a quirk, he has magic potential. And this is when Deku said, "It's your right." And then this is when Deku would jump up, one-shotting the robot backwards, causing the 0 Point robot to fall backwards. And all the teachers are amazed. Like, they know that some of the kids with martial arts magical potential were strong, but this kid, he's something else. And I'm gonna say that All Might is also there with Momo and Todoroki. Todoroki sees this and says, "I knew that that boy was a spoiled little rich kid, but he's a powerful one. He might be a threat." And this is when Momo was being shocked to see that he has magic, to see how powerful his magical potential is. And then All Might was also there, and he would be in somewhat shocked to see that a kid like this has so much power. And then Deku would run back to Uraraka and see if she's alright, and he would heal her a little bit with his magical potential, and then carry her to safety to Recovery Girl. And this, I'm gonna say that there's like a few people like that pulled out their phones and recorded it. So yeah, sorry about that. I had a picture upside down. So a few people would record seeing this, like pull out their phones, or whoever snuck in their phones will pull out their phones and record Deku saving the girl like that. And then it gets all over the press about how the famous movie star Izuku or Deku Cage has saved a girl's life in the UA entry exam. He's got next. He's gonna be a great hero. He might just be strong enough to become the #1 hero. And then there are some people about the person talking about how he just did that. He probably paid the girl to some of the press probably know about Uraraka's family crisis. Like somebody would like dig into Uraraka's background and say, due to her background about her having a poor life stature, you probably paid her a lot of money to just carry her like that. And then Deku would see this, and then he see this on his phone while he's walking next to Uraraka, and they were having a conversation. And then he would look on this on his phone and see this. And then he would ask Uraraka, "Is that true? Do you have like a poor life stature?" And then she would say, "Sadly, yes." And then she would explain why she wants to become a hero. And then sorry about that. Then Deku would explain Uraraka would explain why she wants to become a hero, to get money for her family. And then Deku would take off the glasses she's wearing, and then he would hold him to a certain angle that actually has a phone number to Deku's agents, to Deku's like manager, and see if he can help her out with family problems. And I'm gonna end this off right here. So I hope you guys like, subscribe, and commented below. Sorry if I stuttered a few times because I'm drinking very hot tea because I'm a little sick. And no, I do not have the coronavirus. I just have a very I have a bad throat, okay? My throat hurts because I was screaming all last night because I had an argument with my family. So my throat hurts. So I'm drinking some tea to calm it down. So sorry if I sound like I was stuttering too much. But yeah, I'm looking forward to doing this collab with him. So I guys really hope you enjoy. And if you don't know who I is, like I said, I'm Mr. What If, and I'll catch you guys in the next part of this collab, where you can go to my YouTube channel, which is going to be on the link in the description below. And yeah, peace out. Oh shit. Damn, that's fucking bad.